airline is liable for any damage to checked baggage from the moment the baggage is handed over to the airline until you get it back. That's why Ori Wolk was so shocked when he wasn't properly compensated for his damaged bag. Air Canada had told him it was pretty much case closed until Consumer Matters started to investigate. This is what's left of Ori Wolk's carry-on bag that was in the care of Air Canada. His luggage nightmare began back in March when he flew business class with Air Canada to Israel. On his return flight home from Montreal to Ottawa, Ori says he was told by an Air Canada agent the plane to Ottawa had minimal storage capacity and it would be best if he checked in his carry-on bag.
So I said, sure, we'll do it.
But when he landed in Ottawa, Ori was in for a shock.
They said, we got some bad news for you, and they showed me, there's your bag, and it was in a big plastic bag.
Ori was speechless, his carry-on bag and its contents destroyed. Electronics, prescription glasses, bank documents, and precious family photos, shredded and soaked.
They said it got caught in a conveyor belt.
Ori says he was told not to worry and to start a claim, so he did, writing Air Canada immediately, outlining in detail the value of the damaged bag and personal belongings, which added up to well over $1,000. But days later, Air Canada responded to Ori, stating, after evaluating his claim, an e-transfer in the amount of $180 would be issued, along with 15% off his next flight as a goodwill gesture.
They said, this is our final response. Do not reply to us anymore.
Air passenger rights advocates say treating passengers this way is a clear violation of the law.
While the airline was supposed to be guarding your bag, they failed to do so because it was damaged by the conveyor belt. So they're liable up to about 2,300 Canadian dollars.
Consumer Matters reached out to Air Canada on Ori's behalf, asking why he wasn't being fairly compensated. One day after we reached out, Ori says he received an apology from Air Canada and told an e-transfer of over $1,000 would be issued. He would also receive a $300 Air Canada coupon for his next flight.
Yeah, they literally closed my case, and thanks to Consumer Matters, they reopened it. So I really appreciate it.
Air Canada's statement, though, to Consumer Matters was short on details. We can confirm this passenger submitted a total claim for $180, which was fully paid and therefore considered resolved. Air Canada has since contacted the customer again. But Ori says the claim was never resolved and was surprised by Air Canada's statement to Consumer Matters, since he had carefully outlined all his damages and their value to the airline from the very beginning, which exceeded over $1,000.
It's actually kind of alarming in a way.
Still, Ori says he'll fly with Air Canada, but hopes this is one incident that will never happen again. Now, if you find yourself in a similar situation, know your rights and document everything. Keep a record of all your paperwork, take photos, and keep your receipts. Air passenger rights advocates say if the airline doesn't give you proper compensation, don't give up and don't be afraid to assert your rights. They suggest taking the airline to small claims court. And if you have a consumer issue for me, you can email me at consumermatters@globalnews.ca.